Sup? Hello?
So let's look at this subject. I'm gonna tell you why I'm disgusted.
What?
So tonight, looks like sex will be our topic of discussion. Now see, sex isn't evil, for marriage is why God made it. But I know you're like, come on, man, that's too outdated. This is 2011, bro. We do it for recreation. And hey, if you're in college, you do it while you're wasted.
Oh.
I want to question this logic. I want to pop off the seal. I want to question something that we think is already a done deal. So take a rape victim, for example, and once it's revealed, when her bruises go away, is she totally healed? Nah, the damage is lasting. You can see it in her eyes. But if it was just abused recreation, why did it ruin her life? I mean, if sex is just for fun, why does it take such a toll? Maybe it's because you don't just have sex with a body, you have sex with a soul. Which means for me, there ain't no premarital loving. And it ain't just because I want a baby in the oven, it's because I'm staying pure till the day that I'm a husband.
That shit was awesome.
This wasn't always me. That's a guarantee. Let's go back in the past, see who I used to be. Now growing up, I never learned how to treat a lady. If I learned one thing from my dad, it was leave the mom ditch the baby. Now I don't say that to get sympathy, I say that to be real. Because according to stats, about 40% of you know how that feels. So I let the TV show me what the music already told me. No dad at home, so I was letting MTV mold me. And they sold me, which is why my life revolved around a girl I could get next. My life revolved around this girl named sex. Shoot, I'd get at her on the text, but I gotta confess, it seems the longer we dated, the bigger the mess. But then, my girlfriend was late on that time of the month. If you know what I mean, you understand when I say my heart sunk. I started to think about abortion, man. I started to butter it up. But it's funny, they don't make condoms for sin. You can't just cover it up. It was just a scare, but I knew a father I didn't want to be. It's funny how I was pro-life until it happened to me. So dudes think twice before you desire her just because she's hot. Because the truth is, your body makes a promise whether you do or not. Sorry I digress, but let's get back to the topic. How there's some dudes who pressure her even when she says stop it. You're not a man. You're just a boy that can shave and you put on a good cover. Because if you don't respect her when she says no, you certainly don't love her.
That you do not.
Start studying her heart. Stop studying her booty. Or maybe invest the same amount of time in her that you do in Call of Duty. Because what makes you think you can get this girl and all of a sudden get naughty? Because you should have to touch her heart and her mind first before you ever touch her body.
Exactly.
She longs to be accepted. She longs to be loved. So she gives herself up to another guy's lust. She thinks it feels good at first, but then she gets bitter. Because the promise of satisfaction, it never delivers. She's like, I don't want to, but it's just too tempting. So she keeps opening up the present just to find that it's empty. And then she starts to get confused. She keeps getting rejected by all these dudes. They tell her on a scale of 10, she's a 2. But that ain't true. If she only knew that Jesus, he loves and accepts us. Even when you don't want him, he'll never reject us. He heals us from that sin that totally infects us. And he does what condoms can't, he emotionally protects us. Now I know some of you hear this, you're gonna want to indict me. Well, we gotta think rightly, so I'll ask politely. Can you really say this isn't even true? Just slightly? I mean, we touched the forbidden fruit, not to realize it's poison ivy, and now we're numb and we're itching, and we got a distorted psyche. You don't think you just do it, like your name was Nike. Not realizing that the consequences of your actions are oh so pricey. So this last story, though, is for those who think they're too dirty. This last story is for those who think they're unworthy. Read John chapter 8, the woman caught in adultery. The religious leaders throw her naked in the temple while she yells, "Don't murder me." They say, Jesus, the law commands us to stone this woman. And you hear the hate in their tone. Jesus pauses it and says, whoever's without sin, you can cast the first stone. I mean, can you imagine the sound? Silence all around. You hear footsteps walk away, you hear stones hit the ground. And then Jesus kneels down. The woman thought it was her demise. He lifts up her face. You see the grace in his eyes. He says, I don't condemn you. Go and sin no more. I love you. I accept you. Mercy is yours. But if you're anything like me, you're like, no, that can't be. Why would he ever die for me? See, but then I saw that scene where I was redeemed. He reached out and touched me and said, Jeff, you're free. Instantly, I was wearing the brightest robe I'd ever seen. I was perfectly spotless. I was perfectly clean. So bright, in fact, man, I thought I'd go blind. I said, whose is this? He said, actually, it's mine. So think twice before you eat what society feeds us. Come follow the King. His name is Jesus.
Everything that he said in his video is absolutely damn true. 100%. You gotta treat ladies, girls, females, you know, you gotta treat them with respect and, you know, and love and care and feelings. You have to do that. You can't. Look, people. Oh my God. This is kind of hard for me to say because the person that recommended this, I would say kind of going through the same thing. So for me, personally, you're a 10 all the way, okay? But look, you know, oh, this is hard for me to say. So I think some things you just gotta stop doing, and you have to look at the big, broad picture, and be like, just stop, I'm done, I'm finished. I'm trying to start a new life, and if you can't respect that, then fuck you, get out of my life, and find somebody else, okay? Because I can't do this anymore. You don't love me, you know? You don't care for me, you're just using me. And I came to the realization that, what the fuck? So, bye-bye, get out my face, and I'm gonna find somebody else that can treat me with the utmost respect. And that can love me for who I am and not what I can do. Okay? You gotta do that. It's nobody. Okay? Other than this, this video is perfect. Wow, how the hell did you find this video? I don't know, but hey, he spoke the truth. And I just hope you're listening. And anyone that is going through this situation, any females that's going through this situation, you better be fucking listening. Otherwise, you're going to have a horrible, miserable life. And just like I said with my post, you know, I'm going to post it, but you'll see it. People, family, friends, females across the world, I love you. Keep it cool and keep it classy, baby. Don't forget, it's nobody. I love you, and I mean this. Okay? Alright.